So we're a general pediatric office, and I take pride in that. When I was thinking about specializing or going to more training, I decided I didn't want to do that because I always wanted to be the Swiss Army knife as a physician. I wanted to be able to, you can do anything, right? And so we have that philosophy here in our clinic. We'll take on anything. And I think a lot of the hospitals appreciate that. We see everything, and that includes things that you never even really think about.
So Dr. Sang is an incredible pediatrician and really highly skilled. He's sort of a dying breed in the world of pediatric medicine because his skills span a number of different age groups. Many pediatricians are really only comfortable taking care of well newborns and older children, but Dr. Sang has an incredible talent also at taking care of critically ill and sick newborns. He's a gregarious, talkative, very smart person, and just is very good with patients and families.
My husband and I first met Dr. Sang at Fresno Community Hospital. We gave birth to our first child, Grayson, and they had thought maybe there was a little complications with his breathing, so they did take him from us, put him in the nursery, and we're looking after him. And as first-time parents, you don't really know what's going on or how to ask questions, and you're just kind of more concerned about your child. And in the hospital room, Dr. Sang happened to be the pediatrician on call that day, and he came right in, and just within the moment of meeting him and telling us what was going on with our son and that he was going to be okay, just the confidence in his voice and the care, the genuineness that he talked to us with just made the world of difference to my husband and I. And immediately we said, we want this guy to be our children's pediatrician from here on out. So since then, it's been great for us and the kids.
What I love about Dr. Sang is that he actually, has a conversation with the child, even though, they're like screaming and crying. He's like, it's okay, I'm just checking your ears, making sure you're okay.
I refer patients to Dr. Sang. I recommend it so far as I take my own daughter to see Dr. Sang for her pediatric care. When doctors look for a physician to take care of their family member, they look for people who are brilliant, but also have a way about them that comforts their family. And that's something that I see in Dr. Sang, is that not only is he a smart physician, but he's able to comfort his families.
So I went to the World Health Organization in Geneva, Switzerland, and I interned there for a summer. When it came time to choosing a medical school, I wanted one that gave me a great education, so I found the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, and allowed me to live in Europe and travel and get an education that way too.
So Dr. Sang's training is impeccable. Obviously, attending UCLA and then going to the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, which is a premier medical school in Europe, really says a lot about Dr. Sang and his capabilities. His master's in public health and his time with the World Health Organization is really impressive and really helps him understand the breadth and depth of many pediatric problems which we have here in the Central Valley.
Janicio has ADHD, and one of the problems that we had before was that the attending doctor, would just give him medication, but never really sit down and talk to him, try to find out what was going on with him. And that's one of the things that concerned me, because I just didn't want him to be all zombied out, and I felt that was a big problem. So when we decided to make a change, Dr. Sang met with us, sat down and talked with us, and we had to come here every Friday to see any changes, did we need to make any changes with the medication. And he would actually sit and talk with him and just, how you feeling, examine him, make sure if there's any changes in his diet and his weight, everything, he was more thorough than I'd ever seen any doctor be with him before.
Coming to any children's doctor's office, it's going to be a little bit crazy because Little kids love to play and have fun. And so there are days when you come in and the waiting room maybe has a lot of extra kids, but really because they provide books and a playhouse and fun activities for the kids while in the waiting room, that makes a world of difference for parents. And to know that we don't have to keep our kid completely silent. So the kids can come in while we're waiting, they play, they get to know the other kids maybe that are here, but then immediately you're brought back into the office rooms and you're waited on.
We chose a downtown location because we wanted to be close to the hospital, and we wanted to make it so that I can efficiently see patients and then go to the hospital and see the sick babies or babies who are just born. And it's just a 5-minute walk away. It's just one block. You don't see too many places like our office being built anymore that have a lot of square footage, that have a large waiting area to accommodate the amount of people we see.
Oh, the boys love how it's very open and they can run all over the clinic and play with the little playhouse.
I park there's always either street park, there's parking here, or people are leaving as we're getting here. So the parking is never an issue.
Really fun doctor, really caring for the patients, comes in, has really good bedside manner, takes the time to talk to you if you have any questions. That's what I loved about him. If I had a problem, I felt like I could approach him and either one of them actually, and just talk to them if I had a concern for one of their kids.
Dr. Sang's mother is what I would call a pediatrician from the old school. And incredibly, she is the type of person who has for years and years done everything. And this is something that pediatricians no longer really do necessarily, which is come to see their sick patients in the hospital, run a full busy clinic, and be there day after day to look after their patients with very little interruption.
Well, for generations, as far as I know, my family and along with the Hmong community, they've been coming here with Dr. O for generations, and her patients have children. They come back with their children and then their grandchildren. So she is really, I would say, a mother, to us. I call her Mama Sang.
Passion, give love. A lot of them, when 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they call me mom. And now, 30-something years, they call me grandma.
I'm learning from my mom like every day. She's my mom. She has so much experience. And one thing that I marvel at is that mom knows all her patients very well. She's been in Fresno since 1985, so she's seen them grow from babies to adults to having kids. And some of the patients, believe it or not, are grandkids.
That's trust. Then they know. You go where you know, the people you know and you trust.
I would say they work really well together. Mother and son, and professionally, it's really well and it runs smoothly.
Coming to a practice like ours, I think the patients are really grateful. And that's good for us as providers because we want to feel like all the efforts that we made to go through college and try to get the best grades, go to medical school and get the best education, go through training and learn everything at all times of the night. It's rewarding to utilize those skills for a patient population that enjoys it, that loves you, right? And that's a good thing. And we also know that the world is not homogeneous. What works for one person doesn't always work for another. And so we're knowledgeable of different cultures and we can utilize that knowledge in different situations. And I think the patients really appreciate that.
The staff at Dr. Sang's office is incredible. Very efficient, always very polite, and really very, very well organized. I find that they treat my patients extremely well, and when I talk to them in follow-up phone calls, they're always very complimentary of Dr. Sang's staff.
The nurses are so nice, so polite. We never have any issues, and it's just usually a great atmosphere.
The environment working here, it's a whole family. We're just a family and taking care of other families. That's what I like.
He tried to share things for other people, not just to take. He know how to give.
He's very forward-thinking. I think especially about, areas that don't even have, well, they have to do with pediatrics, but they're not exactly pediatrics, like mental health. Caring about the health of the whole society, because the health of the whole society affects everybody. Babies, mothers, fathers, doctors, nurses, everybody. And he understands that. He's a genuine human being.
I would highly recommend Dr. Sang, only because I feel like Dr. Sang understands the concerns that we have as parents, doesn't talk down to you, makes you feel very comfortable as a parent to be here, and will address any issue right away, whether it's on a weekday or a weekend. He's always there. He always makes himself available to us as parents.
Kids are a big part of your life. You don't let anybody talk to you about what they think about them. So to have someone you trust and have someone who's real and can tell you what's going on and be honest about what they think medications prescribed or any type of thing that's going on with their health. So I tell people that ask me, do you like your pediatrician? We're always quick to say, absolutely, go check Dr. Sang's office out.
30 years from now, I see myself probably still working, right, in some sort of capacity, because I went into medicine to help people, and I never want to stop helping people. If I'm so lucky to be like my mom and healthy 30 years from now, and having the capacity to help people, I'm going to continue to do so.
No matter you rich or you poor, what kind of insurance, when in the room we don't ask. We just take care the same. We give good care to everyone, I think. And that's what it is. It's what is count the most. It's take good care.